So first things first, this is my first ever YouTube video for this channel. I thank everybody who's followed me throughout my journey on TikTok, and I hope you'll do the same on YouTube. Yeah. So if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll love that, and I'll appreciate that dearly. Yeah. Now, before I start this story, I just want to say it's a trigger warning because obviously the subject will be triggering. There's themes, and obviously I will be mentioning sexual assault. So if there's any triggers for that, or that's something that's a sensitive topic for you, as it's a sensitive topic in general, I'm just warning you in advance. Yeah. So this story is called My Badman Cousin. So when I'm 14, I go on holiday to the Caribbean. Now, I'm not going to say which island. I'm not going to say where in the Caribbean, for obvious reasons. Yeah. So I go on holiday there. Now, remember, I'm 14. This is a point in my life where I was obsessed with badness. Yeah. I loved criminality. I loved badness. I was obsessed with gangs. I thought I was a tough guy. I thought I was a bad boy. Yeah. So I've gone to this place now. So you know when you go somewhere on holiday with your family now, obviously my mum's introduced me to him. So our parents, so his mum and my mum, they're cousins, and they've introduced the two of us together. So he's older than me. He would have been about a year or two older than me. Yeah. So obviously we meet each other, whatever, shake hands, da 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 da, innit? You know those ones where it's awkward because your family there, it's your parents, you're trying to play it cool. Do you understand? So anyways, he must have said, yo, like come link me by the church or whatever, innit? So a day later, I went out with my family and whatnot. I went to go link him by the church. When I go to link him by the church, he introduces me to the rest of the man then, yeah. There's a bag of man, whatever. I'd say about 15 man. So I'm learning all their names, I'm chilling with them, whatever, whatever, innit? So after that, I start chilling on the lane with them, yeah. So for any of you that don't know what the lane is like a back road. So in the Caribbean, they call it the lane. That's where everybody drinks, they play dominoes, they do whatever, yeah. So me and English shooters chilling on the lane. So remember, this is the era. Obviously now, the UK and what goes on in London is more known now. So everybody knows what London's on and the badness and this and that, etc., etc. But this is a time when no one used to rate English youths, yeah. So it's just like I wouldn't say I've got something to prove, but I'd say I'm overcompensating. It's like I got to represent. I got to show them what London's on. Do you understand? And as I'm meeting this guy, like I rate this guy so much because everybody respects this guy. All the girls like this guy. We're just hearing stories of he slept with that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Walking around like he owns the place. I'm copying the way he walks, the way he talks. I would say even to this day, when people say, "Oh, where did you get your walk from?" I'll say some of it came from him. Some of my mannerisms, the confidence, the way I do certain things. Do you understand? Man's 14, I'm following him, I'm copying him. The way he's moving. Like I said, he's riding motorbikes. We're riding motorbikes together, peds, everything. This is the first time I'm drinking alcohol, so he's giving me rum to drink. We're playing dominoes. He introduces me to all the little girls in the neighborhood, even the older girls. He's saying, "Yeah, this is my cousin from London. He's this, and that, whatever." I'm feeling like the guy, right? So now, even though it was a story, because funny enough, when I went there, he had got kicked out of school because he stabbed up a guy in his classroom. Yeah. So to me, I'm thinking this guy is the baddest man in the world. Yeah. When I'm meeting this guy and I'm seeing how the man then move down there, I'm realizing a lot of guys in my ends I thought was bad. You lot aren't bad. You lot just rush people in groups. You lot aren't tough by yourself. You attack people in groups or you use weapons. That's what I'm starting to realize. Now I'm starting to realize the badness in my ends or the badness in London I thought was badness. It's not badness. Do you understand? It's just cowardly bullying. You feel me? So man's down there a couple of days. Obviously, I'm enjoying myself or whatever. Now, one thing I always say to people in life, yeah, not everyone in life is gonna respect and fear you. Not everybody in life. And even though a lot of people in the community, so for instance, and this is why I say this holiday was like a dream, bro. Like you see the community my family's from, it's on the bayfront. So you'll be on the veranda just looking at the sea views. You're seeing boats go by, people are walking by, kids are playing, kids are swimming, we're jumping off boats, beautiful scenery, mountain, greenery, just a beautiful place. This place is like a dream. I'm saying to my mom, I never want to go back. Yeah. Now, going back to my point, not everybody in life is going to respect and fear you. And there was one particular person that did not respect and fear my cousin. That's correct. And no matter how much he tried to intimidate him, no matter how much he tried to threaten him, nothing worked. This guy did not give a damn. Yeah, cool. So one day, he said to me, watch what's going to happen to him, watch what's going to happen to him. Now, by this point, I've seen you threaten this guy, because I was down there for a month at the time. I've seen you threaten this guy for a week straight. And you ain't moved him. So now I'm starting to lose belief in my cousin. I'm starting to think maybe he's not who I thought he was. Maybe he's not who he was cracked up to be. That's correct. One day, I come back from a family outing. I come back to the community, and there's a big crowd. People are cussing. People are screaming. Some people are even crying. When I pushed past the crowd, do you know what I saw? I saw my cousin covered in blood, posted up on the wall, and he was smoking his cigarette like this. When he saw me, he said, "Cuz!" I imagine that looked like a horror film to me. You're covered in blood, t-shirt, shorts, blood all down your leg, smoking cigarettes. Yeah? A moment later, I heard something. Yeah? That even thinking about it now, it still makes my blood curl. It still makes my blood freeze. I heard a woman wailing. When I say wailing, I'm talking cries and cries of absolute pain coming from the house. Yeah? In a million years, I wouldn't wish that sound on nobody. Okay? And a moment later, the police came to arrest him, and they dragged him away, put him in jail. Yeah? But as the police are arresting him, they bring him past me. He says, "Cuz, look, I still got the blood. I still got the blood. I warned him I was going to do something. I warned him. He didn't listen to me." And he's laughing. When they put him in the back of the car and they take him away, he was like this as they drove him away. I later asked the people, what has he done? Now, if he's covered in blood, I assume he's killed somebody or he stabbed someone. All of these things are running through my mind. No, that's not what he did. He climbed into that man's house, and funny enough, the house was opposite where my aunt lived, yeah? So my other aunt. He climbed to that man's house, waiting for him. And he thought when the man was going to come back, he was going to be in his house already. So when the guy pushes his key through the door, when he comes in the house, he would have been in the house waiting. And he would have killed him or he would have done something to him. But when he was in the house, there was no man there. Instead was his disabled sister. That's right, she couldn't talk. She dribbled a lot. Very skinny, malnutritioned. Just, well, yeah, very vulnerable. Yeah? He went in the room. When the man didn't come, he went into his sister's room. That's right, the disabled sister. And he raped the sister. Even darker, the sister was on her period. So all the blood I saw him covered in That was that man's sister's period blood. He was covered in all that blood, smoking his cigarette, saying, "Cuz, cuz, cuz, look what I did." He was covered in period blood. Yeah. See, after that day, I came back to London. Well, not after that day, when my holiday finished. Now they let him out of the cell, whatever. He came back on the lane as usual, but the energy was just different. I couldn't look at him the same or be around him the same. And I realized other people couldn't. What was once respect and admiration became deep seated fear. In all my 14 years of living at the time and in all my years living now, I've never witnessed such cruelty and barbaric behavior. And I've done things. That makes sense. And I've never seen nothing as sick as that. And that is something, that sight, that image on that day will never leave me. Those cries, hearing her scream and wail, it'll never leave me. Yeah. When I come back from holiday, I come back to London, yeah, around a bunch of guys who think they're bad. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm a demon. I'm a demon. I'm no, 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 no. You think you're a demon. You think you're bad. Yeah. You are a guy in a first world country who's playing gangster, so some girls in school will like him. You're not who you think you are. I came from a place. I just came back from a place where I met bad boys for real, and I'm not just talking bad as it. I'm a tough guy. I'm talking demons in human skin. And this video, this story time is also to let you know there are some sick, twisted people out there. To know 1 week I was respecting and admiring, and I loved hanging around with a guy. To a few weeks later, I looked at somebody like they had horns on their head. Evil. You understand? That's why I said when I come back and guys are calling themselves demons, you wish. That guy is a demon. Sicko. That makes sense. And these people exist, and not just him, just anyone in general. There's some twisted people on this earth. You understand? So when I hear people trying to compare badness in London to badness in the Caribbean, I think, are you sick? Those people over there will murder you for nothing. These lot here are just good at intimidating people or making empty threats. They're nothing to lose sleep over. Trust me. But that's just a little story time. Like I said, I know people on TikTok who followed me in my journey from the beginning. Obviously, those of you who followed me and they like my content because of my stories, I have many more stories to give, a lot more in-depth stories, a lot more stories to tell, very in-depth, very detailed, and a lot longer than my TikTok stories, yeah? So from now on, I'll be doing it on YouTube. After this story, don't worry, there'll be a lot more light-hearted, it'll be funny, it'll be jovial. So I might have started off dark, but I will end up light. And you know my catchphrase, like I always say, man, make civilian life great again.